Hello?
Hey, girl.
Hey guys, welcome back to the 415 podcast with your hosts, Miss B and Keita.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, I just had to. I felt like doing that.
Okay, Martina.
I just felt like doing that. I felt like my inner
And
Martin coming out.
yo, how you doing, Keita?
I'm straight now. I'm good now.
Is you? You heard me? Is you?
Yeah, man.
Let me talk about my weekend, y'all. I've been working from home for 2 days, Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday was popping. Sunday was cool, chill, and back to work tomorrow. But I had a cool weekend. It was nice to be at home for 4 days.
Hmm.
That was dope. I'm excited because it's fall season, so this is my favorite time. Because of the fashion. I'm about to pull out my blazers. What? About to be lit. Yeah. So
Right.
happy Wednesday to y'all. It's Sunday while we're recording, but we're just gonna say, hey, happy Wednesday.
Right. So, sorry, the voice got a little deep there, but so today I went tailgating, and I was a little toasty. You know, I was down there with them Dirty Birds. I told y'all I really ain't watching football this year, but Dallas is my team. But ain't nothing gonna stop me from partying and having a drink.
Hmm.
I don't care who playing. But either way, so that's what I did today. Well, on Sunday.
Yeah, I try to be grown. I went out to the club last night. I don't do the clubs. I do day parties. That's it. But I said, you know what? I woke up dancing. I was out and about dancing. I was in the car getting it. I came home was dancing. I was like, you know what? It's 9:30 p.m. I am going out. Let me hit up a few people see if they want to roll.
Mm.
And I got there. Yep. So got back in at 4 a.m. Who does that? Not me. Still made it to church. I didn't make it to 8 o'clock, but I did make it to 11. Yep. So yeah, if I can go out and hang out all night, I can get up and go to the church house.
You go to the club with last night?
Let me tell you who I went to the club with.
Because my sister-in-law, baby cousin Tracy, told me she seen you all up in there hugged up with some shrimp. Then tell me who he was.
Well, your sister-in-law, baby cousin Trey, she a guy, but she a lie. She a lie.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Friday. That's my movie. I need to watch it again. But just to recap from last week on episode 32, we titled that D Block, talking about the prison system, prison reform, feeling like there should be programs available for inmates when they get out, like counseling, that kind of stuff, ways for them to get work, all that kind of stuff. So go check it out.
Right.
Check it out. Check it out.
Hook it
But
up.
this week, how that kind of reminded me of my school, Albany, you know.
You
Just had to shout them out real quick.
Sound me like it remind me of HBCUs. You know.
Yeah. But this week, episode 33, whipping them in shape. Whipping them in shape.
You know who else got
Okay.
whipped in shape this weekend?
Huh.
Tiger Woods,
What?
y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. He finally
I
won.
saw
He
something.
finally won. Go Tiger.
Yeah.
Go Tiger.
Did they say something about his hat? Something about his hat got.
Ain't nobody worried
something
about
they
his
said.
head, child. He won. He won.
What happened to the hat?
He got whipped into shape, girl.
Get it, Tiger. How old is him?
Oh.
Huh.
Well, his hairline
that's
indicates
right.
that. Stop wearing them
Oh,
hats, Tiger.
Tiger.
It's not good for your hairline.
That's all men, really. All men, they get that little dark black line on their forehead. That's how you know they wear hats a day.
Every day.
Day.
They're like, bro, take that hat off. Please.
But yeah, that's what's up. I don't think anything happened in football this week, so we should be
No,
alright
nothing yet.
for now. Yeah. I'm looking on Twitter right now. Oh, one guy got carted off, knee injury. They're thinking he tore his ACL. Jimmy Garoppolo from the Chiefs. Yeah.
I'm just a little upset. I got two fantasy teams. I'm a little upset about Tyrod Taylor.
I'm actually said Tyrod, but go ahead.
Tyrod Taylor,
Tyrod.
whatever. He played for the Browns. And I played Taylor when he was on my team, my fantasy team last year. So I kind of knew he had some good numbers to put up. And I just feel like he just got set up, yo. He got set up.
Hmm.
Like he, even though he had a concussion or whatever, I feel like he got set up, to for what kind of story? What story I want to say? What's the word I'm looking for? Still got a little drink in my system. What's the, I don't know. A
Oh, snap.
dream, whatever.
Lord.
Happily ever after.
Nappy Ever After. I need to watch that.
I ain't say nothing about Napoli,
Gone.
but yes, shout out to Sonata
You
Nathan.
said happy. You said happily. Happy birthday to her too.
Napoli ever after.
You said happily. I thought about Napoli, so you know.
But yeah, I feel like
I
they,
had to throw that in there.
they treated my boy wrong. I feel like
Hmm.
he ain't getting back in for the rest of the season. But whatever.
I don't know. It's just so much politics right now. Like this president, like kind of messed it up. Like it's so hard to really get into the game again. It used to be fun. Now it's just too much. Like today, there's been so many roughing the passer calls, and Troy Aikman was like, "It's just ridiculous. I'm not commenting on this roughing the passer anymore." Like he was hot because it was just like it was a call on the Seahawks against Prescott, Dak Prescott on the Cowboys. But I don't know, it was just so weird. It's like the dude just like kind of pushed him. He didn't even like tackle or do anything out of the ordinary. So it was weird.
Was the ball
And I think
already
it
out of his
happened too.
hands?
Yeah, I see why they would kind of call it, but I mean it's one thing when you just do like that. But he was kind of like performing like them NBA players do. You get tapped and they be doing all the extra stuff. He did that. He flipped all the way over, fell on his
Who
arm.
did
I'm
that?
like,
Dak?
dude, yes.
Oh
I was
Lord,
like,
what he doing? Hit a
really? You trying
LeBron?
to be dramatic, girl? I was like, you ain't even get hit that hard, like they said
Horde.
on Friday.
You old
He ain't
Mark.
even wet over there.
Oh Mark.
Look, ain't even wet over there.
Oh man.
Yeah, dollar in some envelopes. Yo, I don't know. It's just I used to love watching the game, but it's so bad. Like I ain't even watched my team today, and Carson Wentz is back on the Eagles, man. After his injury, he is back, and he played a heck of a game from what I saw in the highlights, man. He held it down, and they won. They beat the Indianapolis Colts. What? So right now they 2-1. Keep it that way. Whereas them Cowboys, they looking like 1-3 because I think they lost to the Seahawks. But
Got
whatever.
nothing to do with me.
Keita don't care no more. She kind of says she done with them. But you can come on over
I
to
ain't
the
going
Eagles.
nowhere because
We'll welcome
I
you.
listen. Okay, let me tell you something.
What you
Let me
gonna
make
tell
this
me?
very clear to people.
Make it clear.
Deep down in my heart of hearts, deep down, I am a Cowboys fan.
Are you?
But because I don't like how things are going, I refrain from picking another team. So I
So
don't
what you on break?
bandwagon. Either I'm with them or I'm just I'm just stepping away from football for a second. The only
Mm-hmm.
team I have is my fantasy and my son's football team. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and that's enough stress.
Mm-hmm. Well, there it is. Now we can segue into single moms and sports then, since we're on the topic.
Well, we can.
Everyone knows, like, when you watch these NBA drafts and these NFL drafts, and do they do drafts for baseball? Well, that doesn't matter because there's not that many black players. But anyway, when you see, like, the
Oh,
NBA drafts and NFL drafts,
oh God.
yo, seriously.
I mean, if you count on
So,
Dominican, that's about it.
I guess. I mean, yeah, they black, but they act like they not, but whatever. That's a whole other story. So, excuse me, I have to clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Word. So, Keita, she's not a single mom, okay? She's co-parenting. She has her son, Cam, who plays football for what, almost 2-3 years now,
It's his third year playing.
right? So, walk us through your week with practices, like even before that, when you got to get them signed up and all that stuff. What's that process like on top of your workload, us recording for the podcast? Like, what's that like?
Okay, so
And are you alone in this?
no. So the way things are set up for my son, his father and I, we split time. So he
Mhm.
has them 1 week, I have them the next week. So we're both,
Mhm.
rushing to get him things. And get him to these places. So around June, his birthday, around his birthday, that's when football registration is due. So just imagine
Mhm.
his birthday is coming. So you're trying to figure out if you're gonna do a birthday party or you're gonna pay $300 for this football registration.
Mhm.
So that's one thing. So you got the football registration, then you have camp before the actual practice.
Mhm.
So, and that camp can be maybe like a week. And then some may have maybe practice they may have a training two times a week. That's what happened this year. So once school starts, before they have a game, no, no, no. Once school starts, they're practicing 3 nights a week.
Mhm.
Practice start at 6:30, ends at 8:30. So imagine you get off of work. I get off at 6 o'clock, so I have to rush to get my son over to practice. And I tell the coaches beforehand, look, I get off at 6 o'clock. He's not getting to practice until like 7 o'clock, so please don't look for him until that time.
Mhm.
So mind you, we leave the house at maybe 7 in the morning, 7:30. I'm lying, 7:30 in the morning to get him to school, which I drive him over,
Mhm.
to get to school. I get to work at 9:15, get off at 6 o'clock. From 6 o'clock, 7, I'm gonna get him to practice. He's not getting home to maybe 9 o'clock. So just imagine what trying to do homework if he hasn't, because
Mhm.
he tried to do little slick stuff. No, I just wanted to wait to come home. Don't no 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 no. Have your
Mhm.
homework done before you go to practice. Now I can understand if it's something he doesn't understand and he won't help. I get it. But that's 3 nights a week. So we're not getting home till like maybe 9 o'clock. Then I still have to get him fed, go for his homework, make sure everything's right. So he may get into bed like 10 o'clock. I don't wind
Mhm.
down until maybe 12. Then have to
Mhm.
get right back up at 6 and do it all over again.
Mhm.
So that's one of the things. And like we said, I don't do it alone. So his father also has some of this as well. And yeah,
Hmm.
it can be time consuming, very much so. But you don't. It's like you want your child to have activity. You don't want them just to be laying. Sitting around just complacent and not doing anything.
On YouTube.
Right?
Mhm.
YouTube. So, and another reason why I feel like he needs to be in football because he needs. I don't want to say structure. That's not what I'm trying to say. He just needs that.
To develop the thick skin.
No, cause he got thick skin. He got thick skin. I just want him to have more drive. That's what I'm
Mhm.
looking for, drive, because he had a issue on Saturday. He got sat out on the game, and my
Mhm.
son was very upset
Mhm.
because with Cam, once you tell him something, he's going with that one thing you tell him. So my son, he plays nose guard and he's on the kicking team, right?
Mhm.
So on Saturday, his coach told him to go out there with the kick return team. So I seen my son do this gesture like, wait, but I'm not supposed to be out here on the kick return. I'm supposed to be on the kicking team. So somebody with miscommunication felt like my son was like he didn't want to play. So because he said he didn't want to play, they was like, okay, take your stuff off. I was mad because I was ready to go home. If he ain't gonna play, I'm ready to go home. But because of with the
Mhm.
whole with these rules and stuff, if they're not gonna play, they have to sit on the bench. They can't leave. They can't do anything. They just have to sit there. They can't get up, do nothing.
Hmm.
So my son was telling one of the other coaches, before we left the actual field. I mean the park, and let him know what happened. He was like, okay, so I see what happened. It was miscommunication. Telling Kamari, you need to learn how to speak up, which he does.
Mhm.
And I told him, I said, I can't be there for you every time something happens. You have to learn how to speak up. If something is not
Be
right,
vocal.
talk about it. Say, that's not what
Mhm.
I said. This is what happened. I do want to play. Not just letting it go, because if you just letting it go, they're like, oh yeah, he really didn't want to play. But my
Mhm.
son was upset. Like, he was mad. I think he cried even until we got into the car. He cried. He was crying because he was mad because he couldn't play.
Hmm. Hmm. Cause he been practicing all that time. That's the worst. It's like you don't put all this work in, and then on the day you don't get to. put any of that to use
Mm-hmm.
or practice or whatever. So yeah, that's a lot. So you gotta now take on not just him getting to the game, him now not playing and now dealing with his attitude after.
Yeah, cause
His mood
Cause at
swing, you know.
yeah, cause at first I thought he was saying, I thought they were saying, oh yeah, he said he didn't want to play, and I'm like, boy, you lost your mind. If you thinking you gonna decide you don't want to play after somebody done spent their money, and you talking about you don't want to play, are you crazy? You better suck it up and get this stuff on and get your tail on that field and do what you're supposed to do. No,
You supposed to try that before you got in the car this morning. If that was the
right,
case. Yeah. Whip him in shape. Whipping him in shape. So again, that can be very stressful because, you know, you get in there, now he not playing, so you gotta just sit there.
right, right. So and the park, like some parents had to come because I stay closer to the park that we was going to. Some, you know, parents and players, they were coming 40 minutes away. That's a 40-minute drive from the area they're in. It took me like 20 minutes to get there. But when you have to go to a different park almost every weekend, the drive, the time, the gas, the stress, it's a lot. It's a lot.
So what do you do when you want to give up? When you don't feel like taking them to practice, when you don't feel like being at the game on Saturday morning, every Saturday morning.
I don't.
When you don't feel like helping with homework, how do you deal with that?
You got to suck it up. I mean,
for the people who don't have kids and don't know
you can't just give up. You can't be like, no, I don't want to go. Oh no, you're not going because I don't feel like it. But like that's like you telling your child, do your homework. I don't feel like doing my homework today. Oh no, you're gonna do your homework today. You can't tell them.
You don't want a timeout as a parent.
Right. You can't. You can't just. Yeah. You can't be laxy daisy when it's something you want to do, but when it's something going on for them, you want them to be structured and they need to take responsibility of what they're doing. No, it's the same thing. Like,
so practice what you preach.
Right.
Okay. Got it. All right. Well, practice what you preach. Let's talk about these whippings and timeouts. Mm-hmm. So, old school versus new school.
Baby.
Which one do you want to go with first?
Old school, man.
Alright. You want me to go or you want to go?
Man, let me tell you something. I was telling Miss B, I seen a meme the other day that said black people are the only people that would joke about child abuse. Hey, remember when mom used to kick your ass with that train track? Oh, man. Bro, we would joke about it. It's funny now, but back then we'd be like, why you hit on me like that?
My family used to always say, I'm going to light your ass up. I'm like, dang, what that mean?
Light your...
I understood because it literally was lit.
Right.
It was burning. It was on fire. Okay? My dad, like, he about 5'8", but he not a small guy and he not a big guy. So I guess you like average. But his hand is freaking, he got fat hands. So imagine that hand coming across your arm or your leg with the force of his weight. Because I think my dad about maybe maybe 200. I don't know. But that force, when on top of him being heated, when he told you to do something, you didn't do it.
Right.
What? Now, my dad never liked us being hit in our face. Because, some parents like to slap their kids. My dad never liked that. My mom was a slapper.
Oh, hell.
My dad
yeah, she still is a slapper, damn it.
I'm telling you. Yeah. My dad hated that. He's like, you ain't about to slap my kids in their face. Hit them on their back end, but you ain't gonna hit them in their face. No, that's not, I don't like that. That's disrespect. I was like, okay. Sometimes I wish I would have got that slap over that beat.
You stupid.
Face be humming for a little while, but But like, I just remember, man, the only one I can, because this actually came up at work last week. It's funny, I'm talking to the same girls, one Asian, one Indian, and we was talking about how we all got whippings. I was like, y'all got whippings too? They was like, yeah, anything my mom could get, they hit us with. I was like, oh, okay. Well, this is a good conversation. I'm about to bring this up. But the one whipping that stands out to me was the day my dad got into a motorcycle accident. I got saved by the bell, literally. By that phone call of him he was not even 10 minutes. He was like 5 minutes from home. And it was like a 4-way. It's like a busy, not really a busy, but it was like enough traffic where it's just a 4-way stop. There was no stoplight. So an ambulette, think of like a van, like a 18-passenger van, something like that. what they call it, the ambulette or whatever. So he ran the stop sign as my dad already cleared for him to stop, and got clipped. Then he got run over by it,
Oh
right
shit.
over his leg. Yeah. So I'm in the room laid across the bed right now because I'm about to get. I don't know what I did because my room was always clean, so it wasn't that. I don't know what happened. I think I maybe looked at my mom wrong or said something. I don't know, or she maybe was in her feelings that day because I remember my room back in the day. I had a house, whatever, hardwood floors. But got that call that your dad got in a bad accident. You need to get over here. All I know is when we drove over there, he was laid out. Fast forward again, home from the hospital. You know, I still got that whooping that night.
Damn.
I still got that dang. My mom, like, I was so mad. Like, I remember he was like bandaged from neck down. I just remember he looked like what you call them
Mummy.
people like yeah, he looked like a
Mhm.
mummy. Just bandaged all the time from neck all the way down. And I can't. Did she hit me with the? I think I got hit with the belt then. But there were times when she would be like, "Go out there and give me some switches." Now, if you go out there and get the switches, you better make sure you get the one that ain't gonna break. Don't get no flimsy one, because if you get the flimsy one, it's gonna be over for you before it even starts.
Right.
So you know me, they came long, and they came small, medium, large, extra large.
Girl.
So I was like, man, but she didn't ask for one. She asked for three, so she can braid them. So yeah, those was mine. I tell you, I think back to all the times. I remember I was at my aunt who had 6 girls,
Mm.
and you know who they are.
Mhm.
And man, she would line all 6 of them up on the floor, and they would all get it at the same time. I remember I was there for a sleepover, and they was all getting it, but 2 of them was laughing while they was
I.
getting hit. They was tough.
Oh.
They was tough, yo. But you know, it makes them even more mad. So they go and put even more force, and they still laughing though. So the littlest ones is getting it really bad
So
because
the one that was
it hurt
laughing
for
is
them.
must be the one that's here.
No,
Oh,
the other
okay.
one, the oldest, and maybe one time, yeah, yeah. But man, listen, I just remember. But then to go from whoopings to timeout, they would do the timeout.
Mhm.
But the way my aunt did the timeouts was go stand in the corner and put one arm up
Mhm.
and don't put your arm down. Then she went up a notch and said, put 2 arms up, face the wall. Man, you would slowly see that arm coming down
Right.
after all the blood done rushed. But she said, get them arms up, and be in the corner crying. You know how when you in church, they be like, please put your hands out, so
Right.
we can pray for this person, and everybody's hands start falling to the point where they to
Right. Be
the
like
point they
this.
try to hold
Raise
it
your
up with the
hands
other
up to the
hand.
Lord. Oh Lord, it's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down.
Gravity winning. Shoot, it'd be just like that because we had to do that today. I was like, oh, okay. Then my arm started falling. Look, I had to clench my elbows to the side of me and just hold my hands out like
Right.
this. So just thinking about it, it's like, oh man. But it's like that's old school. I don't even know what it's like today. There's probably still a few households that still do, whoopings and
Mhm.
timeouts, and then there's other households where the kids run the show.
Right. Now,
I mean, I don't know.
I remember my whew, man, and me and my brother still talk about this to this day, man. Oh, so I remember, see, me and my brother, we still do. We still have this type of relationship where we always trying to terrorize each other within like the first hour or so of us seeing each other.
Hmm.
There's always gonna be some tags. There's always gonna be some licks, and I tell this to guys like they be some guys. They'll if I see a guy or if I'm talking to a guy or just just in general, and I start tagging them in their arm like a punch in their arm, and they be like, "Yo, why you punching
Mm.
in my arm?" I'm like, "Yo, it's not. Don't take it personal. It's just." That means I like you, dog, and not in a like you. I want to talk to you romantical type of way. It's like I like you, like you remind me of my brother type. So that's what
Mm.
me and my brother do. We tag each other in the arm
Mm.
until one of us can't take it no more, and that's usually me because he's bigger than me now.
Right.
So
Right.
I remember this one time, my brother he always kept doing something to me, and this one day he just pissed me off. I was drinking some water, dog. I was drinking some water, and he did something, and the water spilled on my shirt. Man,
As if it ain't gonna dry.
dog, I took my leg, cocked that thing back, and kicked this dude right in his eye.
Ooh.
Kicked him dead in the eye. Man, I'm gonna tell you, my mama beat my arse. Do you understand me? I got my ass beat. Do you hear me?
Miss J was like, nope.
Ooh, man, like me and my brother used to fight all the time. But that one Cause she had to know about that one, but
Hmm.
used to get my tail towed up, and I wasn't even no bad kid.
You sure?
I'm sure, man. I wasn't. I never talked back to my mom.
Mm.
I never disrespected her in any type of way. Never. I guess I was just doing stuff to be doing it. Probably like Kamari. Like, oh man, why you do that? I don't know.
Right.
I just wanted to see what's gonna happen. Hey,
Curious.
right.
Mm-mm. I don't know. I think today, when you see certain kids in the Walmart or Target or whatever,
They're like, no, I don't want
It's
that
like-
candy. I want that candy, Susan.
stupid.
Susan, I know you hear me. I want that candy.
Man, when they talk back to their parents, we talking about our white counterparts.
Mm-hmm.
I said I don't want that. Who in the
Girl, they don't rack.
man? It's like the bell go off to every black woman in the line at the Walmart or wherever, because it always happen in those kind of
Right.
stores. They be like, I know, boy, if she don't hit that kid.
You better shut up, Johnny, before I pop you in your mouth. Shut up, Susan. You're not going to do anything. You never do.
Listen, that minute right there, I'd be like, I don't even have kids, but he's about to be my kid for the day,
Bruh.
for that little 5 minutes. That is, Now let us try that. The parents was going to jail that night.
Shh.
Because they was about to bum rush them. They was about to yoke them up. They was about to choke hold something.
Bruh. I ain't even gonna lie, boy. Shoo, man, Kamari did something in the store one day, boy. Whew.
When you start biting your lip, you know what's the problem.
Girl, they were looking at me like, man, the hell? Get out my face. This mine, okay? This mine. You better shut it up. Shut it up.
I'll give you something to cry about.
It's crazy.
What's the line that black families always say? I brought you in this
I'll
world.
take you out.
I
Shut up
swear,
before I give you
they
like you said,
always-
shut up before I give you something to cry about. Nah, nigga, you already did.
That's when you at the last and you like
You be like,
trying to get that last bit of snot from
you
your
gotta get that.
I said shut up. I said shut up.
You get that stutter breath, the breather.
I'm in here on the phone.
Be jacked up, can't breathe, snot, still your nose stopped up. You trying to breathe through your mouth, you can't do that. Shut up, because you gotta shut up, but you can't breathe.
Oh my goodness, that's too funny. It's like, look, it's funny now. It wasn't funny then, because I'm telling you, like I said early on, it literally got your butt lit up, like on fire. And I could say, like, for me, it probably did help me, even though I wasn't a bad kid. I just, maybe I said something my mom didn't like, or maybe somebody pissed her off and she came and took it out on me. I don't know. But my brother, boy, he got lit up so many times. I felt bad. I was like, I'll take it for him.
Child, I won't ever take on one for my brother. No, sorry, baby. Woo! Let me tell you, my brother would do stuff, and I'd be like, bruh, you deserve that one. Why would you do something that crazy? No. Don't do.
You ever had to hold your bro's legs?
No. Child, no.
Man, listen. Hold him down. Whoa. You know it hurt when you try to clench your butt.
See, me and my brother, we would do stuff like grab the belt, piss my mom off a little bit more. Let go of the damn belt. Let it go. Oh, you want to grab the belt? I'm going to give you some more. Oh, God, dang on it. No, please. No, please. But I'm going to tell you this, though. Me and my brother, I don't care how big my brother is or how old I get, we would never cross that lady. Let me tell you something. Her and my grandma. Shit. What you say?
Look, I'm laughing so hard I'm tearing on one eye.
Dog, my mom, I'm grown as hell, 34 in Atlanta, Georgia, and my mom could send a text message, and the way she sent that text message, I could tell the tone of her voice. I'd be like, all right, okay, okay, I got it. You ain't say no more.
My mom lost it ever since she left New York. Man, went down to Georgia. She done got real chill. She don't even get loud no more.
She don't really.
She used to be on. Woo, I remember I was at the table one time. We were eating dinner. It was me, my brother, her sister, and then the six
Mhm.
girls, my cousins. And we every time we get together, it's a party. We always gonna crack jokes. We always gonna bust around. We always gonna dance. We
Mhm.
always gonna do something. We at the table eating dinner, and somebody said something, and I busted out laughing, and the cornbread went flying on the table. My mom got up and slapped the living daylights out of me. Do you understand
Mm.
me? My dad wasn't there to save me this time. He was at work. My dad worked overnight or late night.
Mhm.
So they are laughing at me as I got slapped and the cornbread flew. I said, see, y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Yep, I remember that. I told that story at work one day. They were like, dang, cornbread, huh? I said, yep, yep. Cornbread was
Let me
gone.
tell you one of the funniest stories ever, right? So I think I had to been what, elementary school age, maybe third, no, maybe fourth, fifth grade.
Hmm.
My Uncle Tim and Aunt Janet, rest in peace. They would take us. They usually take us for like a weekend or whatever, right?
Hmm.
So this particular time, my Uncle Tim took us to see uh the Ninja Turtle movie when it first came out. So
Hmm.
we watching it in the movie theater, watching the Ninja Turtle movie, and at this time, I never carried a purse or whatever. I was a little tomboy, whatever. So, and my best friend at the time, she let me use her purse, when we was going out to the movies. I made a mistake and left the purse in there. So my uncle gave me a little pat on the leg. Why you leave it in there? All right.
You stupid, Kevin.
So I don't know what possessed my best friend and my other best friend Michael. So this is for Crystal, Michael, and Travis. What possessed Crystal and Michael to put their hand on the gear shift?
Wait, what?
Girl, yes, put their hand on the gear shift. So we was like, so we know who did it. We still don't know. We don't know who did it. Who did it? Crystal did it. Michael did it. Me and Travis just know we was in the back seat. We ain't do it. So that's all we know. Michael and Crystal, whatever. They put their hand on the gear shift, put that thing in drive, dog, or neutral. In neutral. Do you know that car
Mm.
started rolling? Dog, that car started rolling. If you would have seen all four of us trying to stop this car from going in the middle of the street. Dog, we tried to stop this car from going in the middle of the street, man. If you
You look like Smokey on
Dog,
Friday when you
yes.
try to stop
Just
Wish.
imagine four little kids trying to stop a car from going in the middle of the street. Like, yo, somebody help! My uncle came out there movie theater like, are you serious? He came home. He asked me and Travis, and he was like, who did it? I ain't do it. It wasn't me. And it was probably Crystal and Mike, but it wasn't us. We was in the back seat. Man, let me tell you, they got a beating that day. That baby was
Mm.
something serious. And then my uncle was like, "Now y'all want some pizza?" Oh, you gonna
That's how you get
look,
in
look,
good
look.
with
Now
kids.
you
You
gonna
get
get
us
us
some
a
ice
Pizza
cream.
Hut after you don't beat them. Oh man, stop. But we ate that pizza
Hey,
though.
y'all
So
best friends.
did.
You sure did. It was talking to him too.
Mm-hmm. Look, look,
Oh,
look. And
snap.
they was like, don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Don't eat that pizza. Don't eat the pizza.
They were in there looking at their fingers eating that
Yes.
mess. Mm-mm. That is funny. That is funny. Oh snap! But yeah, that I guess old school versus new school. New school ain't doing nothing, I guess, right?
I mean, I wouldn't say that new school is doing something. It's just not. My son is like, I think beatings are like he's immune to them things. To be honest with you, because you can beat him, you can punish him, you can make him stand in a corner, put his arms up, and it's like it does not do anything to him.
I think for this generation, if you take away devices, it hurt more than a belt to the butt or a slap in the face or anything. When you tell them they can't be on Netflix, YouTube, tablet,
Mhm.
phone, ain't getting no new sneakers or whatever,
Mhm.
I think that pretty much,
Yeah, that's punishment to them.
yeah.
Cause they come out the womb on a smartphone. How you know how to work a
It's true.
smartphone and you won?
Did you know if you double tap on a YouTube video, it fast forwards or rewinds depending on where you tap?
Mm-mm.
How about my the director at my job, her son, 2 years old, taught her that.
See, shit.
I said, what kind? You know, I had to go home and check it. So I tried it. If you tap on the right, double tap on the right, it fast forwards. If you double tap on the left, it rewinds. I said, what kind of? Okay.
Damn kids.
Check that out. Right. One of her kids, she got two. One of the kids like to he likes to look at tutorials, phone tutorials. So he'll watch the phone tutorial all day and repeat the whole thing back to her.
Wow.
Verbatim.
That's crazy.
I said, all right.
Girl, this is crazy.
So these kids, child. Whew, they gonna be running the show soon. I know that. Hey, they minds be set
I hope
up.
they do something. I hope they do it the right way.
I know. Bless them, Lord. Bless their little minds. Always curious. Always thinking about something. Always asking questions.
Right.
Always wondering why. That's how you get smart. You gotta be curious.
Yeah, don't take that away.
Yeah.
Kid ask a question.
Let them.
Let them ask a question.
Stop asking me all this
Right,
mess.
right. Don't make it seem like they doing something wrong by asking questions.
Yeah, because that might carry over in school. They scared to ask questions. Don't understand it, still don't get it. They're scared to ask because they think the teacher gonna probably pop off like their parent do.
Teachers ain't got no patience these days.
Child, that might be a whole nother episode. But it's episode 33. Whipping them in shape.
Yes.
Girls.
Miss B and Keita.
You already know.
And you can find us on Stitcher, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts. And if you have any questions for us, comments or concerns, you can hit us up at the 415 Pod on Instagram. And you can hit us up at our Gmail at the 415pod@gmail.com.
Word. Thanks for listening, y'all. Stay tuned for next week. Might have a nice little treat for y'all.
Yeah.
Deuces.
Oh,
Bye.